Hey, what's up guys? I'm Rick at Techspin, and we're here to see what new stuff is worth your money. In my last review on the Sadie's Osiris case, I mentioned I'll be doing the gaming headset they also shipped to me, which is this Locust 7.1 gaming headset. As always, I appreciate the sponsorship, guys. Well, it looks great, so let's see if the Sadie's Locust Plus will fit your gaming needs. The Sadie's Locust Plus comes in a black box with blue accents, with nice graphics and a clamshell design. At a price of $1,890 NT or $62 US, the standout features of this headset are the 7.1 surround sound, RGB lighting effects, a headband with an elastic suspension style, and an inline control unit. It's good for PC gaming, chatting online on your PC, and connects with USB at the end of a 2.2 meter long cable. The side of the box shows off the colors these RGB headphones can do. A nice selection of preset colors to choose from. Sadie's is heavily into the gaming scene and is the official headset sponsor for the League of Legends 2017 gaming tournament. The rear of the box shows off all the nice features, including the blue LED lit microphone, and it has a blinking mute indicator light. The cans have soft over-ear leather pads. And there's the inline control remote. The Locust Plus have 40mm drivers with a 91 decibel sensitivity at 32 ohms. So while they may not be as sensitive as my reference Sony's, they do have a lower resistance than them, and lower resistance means louder cans. So these specs balance out well. There's a circular seal holding the cover closed. Opening the cover, the clear plastic protects the pair of headphones, a nice touch. This clear plastic and display cardboard pull out easily. Then I can remove the formed plastic which holds the headphones. The top feels like felt, and along with the embossed Sadie's logo, it's well done. The cans are held securely in place with two black twist ties. Undoing them, the set comes right out. Inside the box you get a bag with a driver CD, a longish microphone wind cover, a couple of Sadie's stickers, and a well-illustrated manual. Here's the inline remote control, and the cable comes with an attached rubber wire strap to keep your desk nice and neat. It comes undone fairly easily, and closes again too. Okay, so plugging the cans in, let's have a look at the design. They are pretty sturdy, with two flexible plastic covered wire supports holding the unit together. The cans are held securely in place, yet can pivot a little bit, so you could totally put these on your head one-handed. The end of the microphone is lit with a blue LED light, not too dim or bright. The cord going into the headphones is permanent and doesn't detach. The outside of the headband has a cool logo across the entirety, really adding to the overall aesthetic of the unit. The Locust branded attachment points are fixed on the outside, and the construction has a nice amount of flex and movement, just right for a pair of headphones. The RGB is on the 7 color sweep mode, and the light is evenly spread over the entirety of the outside. Covering the 40mm speakers is a black mesh with a blue Sadie's logo, something most manufacturers don't do. Nice work here, guys. These leather pads both look soft and are soft, the cushy ear pads fitting over my whole ears. You can still hear outside sounds fairly easily, just slightly muffled and quietened. The suspension style headband has some padding and flex to it. Instead of an outside adjustment, the headband has an internal steel-like strap which pulls out as the band goes up to fit larger heads like mine. Below the sturdy headband mounts, the V design connects to bars which have branding, and the whole design is minimal, which means these weigh in at just 260 grams. After wearing the headset for a few long gaming sessions, I'm happy to say they were still very comfortable in all areas. Okay, so plugging these headphones in, the stereo reproduction was great. I was listening to music, doing some gaming with them, and I had a really good experience with them. After installing the drivers, I had a tiny issue where they seemed to be crackling just a tiny bit. I figured it had to do with the EQ setting or bass boost setting or both. I think Sadie's tried to really push up the headphones to the maximum, and maybe it was just a little bit too much for this pair. So after I reset it to 0 and then just played around with the EQ just slightly, it was fine. It was great. Really good sound from these. They have a great reproduction for their sound that's coming through and a good punch for bass. The inline remote is small, just 5 centimeters long by just under 3 centimeters wide, not heavy and not too big to get in the way. The top volume buttons are quiet, but you can tell that you've pressed them. The speaker mute has an audible click. Next is the mic mute, which is usually unlit, but turns red to show that your mic is currently off. Pressing it again, note the steady blue microphone LED will turn from on to blinking, another indicator that your mic is muted. The bottom of the unit is solid, but has an LED which changes color to match the color on the outside of the headphones. It's controlled by the center button. First it changes to green, then aqua, white, a violet, here's red, yellow, then back to a color sweep. Please take a moment to like this video, and if you like what you see, then please do subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when I upload new content. So I tested out the microphone by making a call using line, and it's what Korea, Japan, and Taiwan use instead of Skype. The mic performed well, it has a natural sound, and it's not too bassy. It didn't pick up much ambient noise either, which is pretty good. I like the sound it made, and it worked very well for chatting online. Of course, gaming mics and professional mics are two different categories completely, but for a gaming mic, this worked very well. I am pretty happy with this. At the end of the 2.2 meter USB cable, Sadie's even styled the USB plug. That's cool. Also, the wire strap is flexible rubber and slides to where you need it. The nice thing is it doesn't seem to fall down the cable. A small and welcome addition. The notch on this USB makes it a little easier to insert, and thanks for thinking about the customer. Okay, and so in order to check out the 7.1 surround sound, I watched some of my favorite action sequences from The Matrix and Matrix Reloaded, and also used the Judge Dredd 7.1 DTS sound check tool. And you could definitely tell that there is directionality coming, spatialization coming from the front, sides, and rear as it swept around. I really did like the sound quality that came from these, and even when the fight scenes got very loud, it was reproduced well. However, of course, the loud sounds for headphones does tend to drown out the surround effects because it is trying to do some spatialization inside. It's pretty normal, and these headphones reproduce the surround effects quite well. As for the sound volume, it was great. This is, exactly what I should be hearing on a decent pair of headphones. And the quality was good too. Mids were very rich, and the highs were crisp but not too sharp or tinny. And the basses were reproduced very well. Especially at higher volumes, the speakers were shaking a little bit, so there's a bit of vibration, but you could really feel the quality of the bass coming through, so that was good. So after installing the software, I tried to navigate it and adjust it a bit, and I found that finding the different sections was a little difficult to do. You had to click on an icon on the left, and you had an option that came up. It wasn't tabs at the top or something that was easy to see. You had to kind of hunt around for a little bit, so it could be a little easier to navigate. The software seemed to control the EQ and the room reverb effects, but I couldn't seem to disable the surround sound or the rear added effect reverb that was advertised. It just was on, and I couldn't seem to disable it or enable it. I'm not sure, but it seemed to be enabled versus regular stereo headphones. So maybe that was just with my model or not, but anyway, the sound coming out of these was still quite good. So currently these are my favorite pair of gaming headphones, and they would be my favorite pair of headphones all around. I just want to do something with this mic here. If I could hide this or tuck it away somewhere, that would be great. An interesting thing with these ones is actually they're rated a little lower. I did a review on some SteelSeries a couple episodes back, and these are rated 91 decibels, which is the sound volume, at 32 ohms, which is the resistance. And lower resistance means louder headphones, right? But the SteelSeries is 98 decibels, which is a higher volume at the same ohms, 32. But these are the correct volume, and they play back really well, and really rich and nice sound. Considering these come in at just over $60, and the Arctis 3 is like $80, so you're going to be paying an extra $20 for retractable mic and really quiet headphones. So yeah, just get these instead. These are much better. And they have RGB and sound great right out of the box. So there you go. Okay, so the build and design of these is really well done. I like it. They're very flexible, very strong, they're sturdy. And as you can see, the headband pulls out. There's a strip inside, kind of pulls out there, as you can see. I like the RGB. It's a good brightness. It's easy to change them. So it's easy to change the colors here with the remote here. Okay, and oh yeah, I was gonna show you that the colors can be turned off. If you wanna turn it off, just hold down the remote for 1 second and it turns off like that. And then turn them back on. You gotta hold it down. Ta-da, it comes back on. So that's pretty easy to do. The mic also has good flexibility. You can put it on any position you want here, if it's down here or up or wherever you like to put it. It's all good. And with this mic guard on, whoops, the mic guard's coming off. With the mic guard on, actually the LED light is muted, which is nice at night because you do get a little kind of glare, I mean, up in your field of vision here. If this is off, it does kind of refract like this one a little bit, but otherwise it is working pretty good with this mic guard. And this mic guard stays on fairly well too. You can also take this off one-handed and put it on one-handed, like so. Well, that's pretty easy, like that. I'll also talk about the overall comfort of these. Even after wearing them for several hours, I felt that the headband on top was very nice. It fits nicely on my head. Not too hard, not too soft, just the right amount. And the headphones are nice and comfy. They do squish in a little bit. It has a plushiness to them. So I don't know if you can see how well you can see this on camera, but they're pretty plush here. And yeah, really comfy on the ears. So there you go, comfortable. Okay, the big question is, should you buy it? Well, these are a really stylish, well-designed pair of headphones with excellent sound from the speakers. Rich mids, great highs, and well-defined bass with the speakers vibrating a bit when playing at high volume. I really like the sound reproduction after I adjusted the EQ and software. Not the easiest to navigate, but it did allow access to some functions. I thought the mic performed very well. It has good capture and sound. It's well suited for your chatting needs, and with my admittedly subjective listening tests, I think it's in the top tier of gaming microphones. I thought the RGB lighting was nicely done too. It was consistent and not too bright or soft. The control was easy to use and pretty cool. The microphone also adjusts well, not too weak or stiff, and the sound is quite good. So for this complete package coming in at just over 60 bucks, the Sadie's Locust Plus 7.1 gaming headphones hit a 10 on the meter. With a small EQ tweak after the driver install, this headset produced really excellent sound, and I'm confident giving it my channel's highest score. At 60 bucks, they give you great bang for your buck, some really incredible value and quality. I'm also going to be giving this a Techspin Platinum Award for its incredible quality and cool features. These are now my go-to gaming headset when I'm playing Borderlands. I'm very happy with this pair and I can't thank Sadie's enough for letting me review them. Okay, well that's it for this review. So hit that thumbs up button if you thought it was good, or thumbs down if you didn't. If you want to see more videos like this, then please do subscribe for new content and click that bell icon to get notified when I put up a new video. I always do read the comments, so if you have a question or if I missed something, please tell me down below. And let me know what you'd like to see next. Thank you very much for watching. See you all again soon, and bye for now.